stating and spelling your names and have a good record and to become your city.
My name is TJ Hoffman, TJ Hoffman. I am Melody's father. I was asked to give a victim impact statement and an opportunity for me to share how this crime has affected me. But the one responsible could not empathize, let alone understand the full weight of the words I'm sharing. But in an effort to find a catharsis, having Megan come back into my life after being apart for years was a blessing, though it brought its own challenges. Seeing my nieces, nephews, great nieces, great nephews, my mother, brother, and sisters carry this pain. It's too much to put into words. I'm not sure words even have the power to describe it. Anyone who has a child knows that they hold the ability to erase the darkness of the day with nothing more than a smile. And Melody was good at that. Her very first sentence to me was, "Why are you so crabby, Daddy?" Her mother and me were arguing about money. Melody was very young in speech therapy, if I remember correctly. But her voice had a way to cut straight through my worry. I remember trying to explain to her that I wasn't crabby, I was just concerned about some things, and in that moment, my worry faded. I knew I had to lighten the mood a little bit. When an individual commits an act so cruel and devoid of empathy that it extinguishes not only life but the future of generations, society has a moral duty to remove that individual permanently from it. Justice in such cases has to be done. Human beings are defined by empathy, compassion, and the capacity to value life. These qualities distinguish us from the cruelty of nature and the chaos of violence. When someone deliberately chooses to destroy innocent life, especially one that is nurturing new life, they reject the essence of humanity itself. To act without empathy is to abandon what makes one human. Therefore, such an individual cannot be regarded as part of the same moral order. The phrase, "it had to be done," is often used to justify actions that cannot be morally defended. It attempts to transform cruelty into obligation, erasing personal responsibility under the guise of inevitability. But there is always a choice. The claim that murder had to be done is not a statement of truth. It is an admission of moral vacancy. To act with intention and to deny responsibility is the hallmark of cowardice, not necessity. When a life is taken, it is not just a single thread that is cut. It is an entire tapestry torn apart. The death of a pregnant woman does not only end her story, but also the lineage of generations that came before it and yet to come. In this case, 5 bloodlines, centuries of ancestors who endured famine, plague, war, genocide, all found their journey ended in a single moment of senseless violence. Such a loss transcends personal grief. It is a wound to human continuity itself. Because the act was deliberate and remorseless, society must respond with equal clarity. Justice is not revenge, it is preservation. To allow someone who rejects the core principles of humanity to walk freely among others would be to endanger the very concept of morality itself. Therefore, the imprisonment is not only justified but necessary. In this sense, the phrase, "it has to be done," finds its true and rightful meaning. The protection of life through the removal of one who destroys it. You don't deserve the word human. Humans feel empathy. Humans know compassion. Humans value life. You have none of that. You are not human. You're a monster. But even monsters have names. Your name has already been forgotten. Thank you, Your Honor.
Now hear the second.
Yes, Your Honor. That statement will be
stroke FFMA. I know Melody would want me to forgive you, but I'm not sure that'll ever happen. And if it does, it's only for her and not you. You've taken so much from me, my family, friends, and even complete strangers that never had the chance to meet her. Melody will live on forever in each and every one of us. She will be remembered for the kind, caring, loving, organized, silly, artistic, music-loving, slime-making, selfie-taking, video-making, supper-cooking, animal-loving girl we all remember. I don't believe for 1 minute that McKinley made you do it, or that you made him do it. I believe that you're both 100% guilty of murdering Melody, our daughter, and their loved one. You're both cowards. Neither one of you had the balls to stand up to each other and do the right thing. I also know that you two are the most naive, stupidest criminals that ever walked this planet. Leaving all of her belongings in the trunk of the car, linking your phone to hers, having her password, her deceased sister's birthday, in your phone, and being seen together on surveillance videos before and after the crime. Let's talk about your selfies for a minute. What are you, in middle school? At the beginning of the night of February 17th, your selfies didn't include any classes. And then, all of a sudden, you had classes. You took more than 200 selfies. 200. With them on. Did you see them as a trophy or a souvenir? I don't. I see them as the evidence that put you away for the rest of your life. By the way, thanks for taking them home with you. You made the job a little easier for everyone seeking justice for Melody. Maybe now you can get your own state-issued, non-working classes. I've been called a helicopter mom a few times now, and I take that as a compliment. Being a loving, caring, concerned, supportive, devoted mother to Melody is an honor. I am proud to say this helicopter mom got my daughter's murderers put behind bars in days, instead of weeks, months, or years. You fucked with the wrong mama. You messed with the wrong family. I'm sorry you never felt love. Anybody capable of doing the things you did could never fit into a loving, caring, supportive family. I'm sorry you never experienced a family with such strong characteristics. In fact, I don't see any of your relatives here supporting you today. Maybe the issue is you and not the rest of us. I'm relieved to know that there will never be another innocent victim with your name attached to them. If you would have let Melody get to know you, she would have given you the shirt off of her back. Instead, you took it, and so much more. I want you to think about her during every disgusting cold meal you eat. Every time you lie down on that cold, colored bed. Every time you wake up to the concrete walls and iron bars. Every birthday, holiday that you don't get to celebrate. Every time you have to ask to use the restroom. Every time you step out of line. Every time you have a nightmare. providing those bars that obstruct your view for the rest of your life. And I hope she haunts you forever. Justice will be served to those who deserve it, to its fullest extent here on earth. A much higher power will get the final justice. I have no doubt when your time comes, you will not be allowed in the same place we all know Melody is now, with her sister Ellie, safe and far away from everything evil like you and McKinley. I will fight every day of my life to keep her memory strong and let her live on as long as I can. I know I'm not the only one determined to do this. So, from all of her loved ones, we all wish you the life that you deserve until you take your last breath.